Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fridays, where we proceed to check out Trixie. Why are you putting a wall? Don't you remember what was last week? A really fun D&D session? No. Free comic book day? No. What am I missing? Friday the 13th. Friday is the 13th! Uh-oh. So we've got how long until Jason comes barging through that door, reminding me that I should always read a Friday the 13th fic on Friday the 13th? Oh, probably shortly before you even get to the next chapter. You know what? I'm gonna read something. Let's read a non-Friday the 13th crossover fic and see what happens. Shall we? Yes, let's. Let's see what we got here. How about Jason's Jewel by Poke for Life? Let's go. Jason's Jewel by Poke for Life. Oh crap! I think I hear him coming in. Chapter 1. Come on, honey. You're gonna be late. The bus will be here any minute. Almost done, Mother. A small voice called back from the upper floor bedroom. That small voice. Me. I was running around my unreasonably small room, stuffing whatever I think could be into a duffel bag, sitting in the middle of the floor, going over my checklist. Pajamas, shirt, shorts, underwear, sweaters, socks, bathing suit, flashlight, towel, hairbrush, color, pencils, and book. I think that's... I started the last part. Quickly getting up, I rose to my toy chest, grumbling to myself. I worried when I couldn't find it, and cried in triumph when my hand felt its soft fur. Grabbing it, I pulled out a small white teddy bear, my prized possession. I've had this thing since I turned 4, the last thing my father gave to me before he went out to fight in a war somewhere. I miss it very much, and hugging the bear brought back the last few words he ever said before leaving. If you miss me, or ever feel sad, just hug this bear and think of me being right there with you. I love you. Not wanting it to be crushed or tossed around in the back of the bus, I placed it in my overalls, set up my bag, and slung it over my shoulder, racing down the stairs. In the kitchen, Mother had a small plate of chocolate chip cookies placed on the table, and a small glass of milk. Just a little snack before you go, so you won't be hungry on the bus, she said kindly. I hoisted myself onto the dining chair and pulled myself in, dipping a cookie into the milk and happily devouring it. Minutes go by, and I finished my snack just in time as the bus to Camp Crystal Lake stopped at the end of the long driveway, honking the horn and announcing it was here to pick me up. Me and Mother stepped onto the blue-painted porch, hug and say our goodbyes, and I run across the driveway, practically leaping onto the bus. Looking down the aisle, most of the seats were in the back full of kids, older than me. Younger ones were closer to the front in the bus driver's view. A lot of the seats were filled. The bus started to move, so I had to find a seat quickly. Carefully walking down the aisle, some kids watched me walk past them. Giving me snobby looks and joking. Look, she still has a stuffed toy with her. What a loser. I ignored the remarks on Snowball. Oh, that's the name of my bear, by the way, and continued. Places, I was tempted to sit on the floor, when a small boy in one of the seats near the back poked his head out from behind one of the seats. He looked as if he were my age, maybe a year or two older. He was wearing a Camp Crystal Lake t-shirt, but there were differences between him and the boys around him. He was a small, pale thing. He had a large, bald head that looked a little bizarre on a small body. One eye was lower than the other, giving him sort of a lopsided look. Some boys a few rows down seemed to be talking about him behind his back. One even threw a crunched-up ball of paper at the back of his head, but he ignored it. Only to rub the back of his head and clear it at them from the corner of his lower eye. I felt sorry for him. I slowly walked up towards him and looked down at his soft eyes. May I please sit here? I asked him slyly. The boy seemed surprised, as if he never heard those small 5 words used in a sentence to him before. His head perked up and gazed at me with intimate wonder. I swear I could see the corner of his mouth stretch up to a smile, but his mouth barely gave its shock. Sure you can, he stuttered. Shy, too. The boys behind noticed this and looked at me as if I had 3 heads. I could hear them whisper things like, is she crazy? Must be a freak like him if she could consider sitting with him in the first place and such. I don't see why he would say such terrible things. Sure, he was different looking, but we're all the same inside, right? What's your name? He asked me. Jessica, what's yours? Jason. I smiled. It started me his cheeks go rosy pink with shy embarrassment. It's really cute. I held my hand out to him. Nice to meet you, Jason. I looked at it confused as to what to do with it. His head tilted and his hand slowly rose and grabbed mine. Shook his hand politely. The boys in the back were laughing at us. Oh, look, the freak's got a girlfriend, one of them said. He had sandy blonde hair that came out of small curls, charcoal brown eyes that were wide with amusement. Ain't that adorable? I guess that was one of his followers. This one had black hair that was saved into a buzz cut. He had wild green eyes. His face spread to a smile that showed his braces curled into a smirk. Those that overheard started to laugh at the terrible joke. I turned and stuck my tongue out at the idiots and turned back to Jason smiling. Don't pay attention to them. They're nothing but big jerks, I assured him. You know, I want to complain about their ownership, but right now I'm just glad that this thing has actual paragraphs for every new speaker. He looked up from his left, his flaccid, swoopy smile at me. Two of his front teeth were missing, which only added to his cuteness. You know, you're the first person to ever be this nice to me, other than my mommy, he said shyly. My heart felt like it melted. Must have been alone for a very long time, living his own life. That's because he was different. I was tempted to wrap my arms around him and engulf him in a hug, but I had a feeling he would shy away and not return it because he's new to this other person. That's terrible, I said. He looked up at me and tilted his head. Is that a bad thing? No and yes. His head tilted more. He had a flicker of a smile as I said yes. But not that way. A thing because you're a really nice person and everyone wants to treat you like that, not like trash. You deserve to be treated better. And twisted in the corners of his mouth came back. I let him curve with a sweet smile, not letting a shock of his mouth hang and keep rudely. Thank you, Jessica. Hey, it's no problem. As well, pal. You want to play a game? Sure. How about I Spy? I love that game. Me too. We laughed. This looked like the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Jason looked around the bus, looking for something to spy. I spy with my little eye. This has potential to be a very interesting fic. As long as it sticks with friendship and doesn't go totally in romance. With Jason being such a silent protagonist, sometimes you do need a little extra in writing fanfics. But let's not forget, self-inserts are not always bad. Sometimes they can be good, depending on how they're used. So I would be curious to see if this would actually get better or even show off what Jason could do. There's one down, thousands to go. Does that please you, Jason? The things I do. I swear, the things I do.